Thankfully, all the PNG images fucking work. That's great. We're off to a good fucking start already. Ah, okay. Welcome, one and all, to Adventuring High. My name is Slade. I am your DM, and I'm here with technically two people. Uh, One of them is one of our regular players for Adventuring High. Say hi, Mayhem.
Bye.
Bye. Well, okay, fine then. We are here with a guest for this session. One that is one of my regulars in my other campaign. And we're not going to talk about his character yet because I'm going to leave it as a surprise. But go ahead and say hi, Hacksaw.
Hi, Hacksaw.
Glad
Hey
you.
Tony.
Yeah.
Hey Tony, remember that DM you sent me the other day?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. I hope you still feel that way.
I do indeed. Very much so. I'm very much feeling the pressure.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
But I am going to give a brief little recap as to what happened in the last session, due to the fact that it kind of pertains as to how we got to this point. So, last we left off, 3 of our players had to go and receive detention. One of them is here tonight.
Where?
You.
Me? I didn't get detention.
Uh-huh.
I got a forced skirmish exhibition.
I mean, you can call it whatever you want, but here we call
Forced extracurricular activities.
And in the form of detention. Got it. Cool. Glad
Oh,
we had this.
forced extracurricular activities to correct negatively impacting behavior.
That's called detention, dumbass.
A lot of words.
Anyway, they did receive their detention and were, I want to say, semi-successful in completing the extracurricular activity, quote unquote. They had to fight a bunch of shit, answer a bunch of riddles, fight more shit, and yeah, it's all big fun and games. Except for the fact that they didn't like my NPC that I specifically designed for them. Keep them alive. I don't know why.
Brad.
Yeah, I don't know why that nobody would like Brad. Like it.
Tony.
Like
Brad. You done just fucked up.
What? That nobody likes Brad?
You just done it again.
Brad?
Mm-hmm.
Name is Brad.
No.
Or Chad. I don't remember.
Oh, well.
He's got one of them jock names, okay? It's fine. But nobody liked him anyway, so does it really matter what his name is?
I mean, it could be Jason for all I care.
There you go. See? Nobody cares.
As long as his second name is not Voorhees, I don't give 2 flying fucks.
But now watch this, ladies and germs. What's the name of the little owl guy?
Dublin.
See? Like, everybody loves him. Like, adores him. Which I don't blame him on that. Dublin is my greatest, or one of my 2 greatest creations. But either way, it is what it is. Nobody likes the stoner guy. Like, but whatever. It happens. But yeah, that's what happened last session. Now, I have to kind of explain a little bit as to how this session's about to go down. So this episode is technically going to happen in the future. A couple of days after the events that transpired of the detention episode, plus the Jaded Huntress episode. So this happens a couple of days after that event. During that day, it was on a Tuesday. However, I specifically stated that Ilya had to attend this specific class on a Friday. And I'm going to keep to that. So it is Friday morning. And Ilya, you know for a fact that you have to wake up and go to the early morning bard class as you made promise, otherwise you would be in trouble.
No, you call it trouble. I call it dead.
You can call it whatever you feel like, but
Well, it's more the fact that it's like what 10d8 psychic damage that I'm gonna take if I don't go to that class. I'm sorry. Ilya is one of my favorite player characters. I'm not letting her die at level 2.
but you do realize that today is the day for you to finally attend that class, and you did make some arrangements so that you wouldn't have to participate in any of the activities that would go on.
Yes, the agreement between, and I'm asking this very politely, if you could please remind me of the professor's name.
You never asked.
I did.
I don't remember you asking. I could give
I
you the
re-
name, but I don't
I
remember
remember.
you
I
asking.
remember. I remember asking.
I can give you the name. I just don't remember you asking. His name is Damon. Damon Lamore.
I knew it was last something. Yeah. So I remember the agreement between me and Professor Lamore was that, and it was the case of I turned up, sat in the back of the class, sat through the class, didn't have to participate through any of the activities, and then as soon as the end of class bell rung, he would consider that the deal fulfilled.
Yes, he specifically said that he would not ask you to participate in any of the in-class events, that you would be able to sit in the back, but you still had to attend.
Okay.
Okay? So, we are going to go straight over to the Bard classroom.
Of course, it's a fucking amphitheater.
So,
Tony, I just want you to know I'm using my good dice for this tonight. So
I hope that you do. I hope that you do. So Ilya, you make your way inside of the amphitheater. You see several students sprawled about. One of them you recognize. One of them you see sitting in the back, sitting next to another figure that you don't recognize. Dublin looks like he's hiding from something, though. He looks like that he is trying to make himself not known.
Okay.
But there are several other students sitting around. The professor is standing up on the stage, and he is looking out into the class and addressing them, calling them by names to make sure that everybody has attended, and getting ready to start the class for the day. He notices you walking in as the last student in the class. He gives off that gleeful smile like he knows something, and he looks to you and yells out to you and says, "Ah, my dear, so wonderful for you to accompany us on this grand morning."
Still somewhat in the process of waking up, Ilya is going to unsling her backpack off of her shoulder and just sort of let it hang in her hand and just call out, "Good morning, Professor. I've held up my end of the bargain so far. I'm just gonna take a seat, and I'm gonna move over to the seat next to Dublin. And as I walk in between in the gap between the two chairs, I'm gonna look at Dublin and just go, "Morning, Dublin."
As you walk past, I'm going to allow our guest player to describe his character because you would have seen him sitting next to Dublin.
Yay. Okay. Do I give his name too?
Yes, please.
Do I have to? You know how I am about names.
Yes, please.
Well, his name is Sark, with a Q, S-A-R-Q. He's 25 years old. Pale as snow skin. dark, spiky hair, and he is only 10 inches tall. Bright blue eyes, and he is asleep in the chair. That's all you get from me for now.
Okay. Oh, that's brilliant. That's brilliant.
Also, he's a fairy.
I want y'all to notice.
Oh, fuck me.
I want y'all to notice that how he picked yet again another character that is like the size of our toe. And while I'm
Okay,
pouring me a
so
drink,
I'm gonna look past Dublin and see this 10-inch tall little fairy guy asleep in the chair. For now, since he is sleeping, I'm going to ignore him because, well, I don't really want to disturb someone's in-class snooze session. Fucking hell.
what'd you say your name was again?
Sark.
With a Q.
SARQ.
Okay, thank you.
I'm gonna sit down and I'm just gonna lean over to Dublin and say to him quietly so that I'm not like disturbing everyone around me and just say, Dublin, forgive me. I didn't think that you would be I didn't think you'd be a follower of the performing arts.
He looks up at you with this tearful, odd look and says, I'm not. I'm hiding from Professor Crack.
Did you just say this is our session? Did you just say Professor Crack?
Yes.
Do I hear that?
Yes.
I'm going to look over and go, shh. He's trying to take notes. And I go back to sleep.
Dublin looks back over to you and bows respectfully multiple times. Says, I'm so sorry.
I reach
sorry.
over. I reach over and grab Dublin's shoulder and pull him back and just go, Dublin.
Oh,
Dublin. You need to come to the realization that yes, respecting people is very important in life. But you don't have to bow multiple times to everyone that talks to you.
I can't help it. It's a
natural
reflex.
I tell you what, Dublin. Every time that you speak to someone or someone speaks to you and you contain that urge to, let's just say, do a Dublin, I'll give you a copper.
Ooh, oh, copper sounds nice.
That's you can't tell anyone about this arrangement, especially not Zurin. I know how close the two of you are. I know you guys are buddies, but you can't tell Zurin.
My lips are sealed.
I sure hope so. All talking is sure a lot in order for them to be sealed.
Say that in character.
Yes.
Cool.
Says the fairy that's sleeping during class.
Shh. Bert's taking notes.
You hear the teacher, the professor up at the front says, if you'll excuse me, I would appreciate it if the ones that are not participating in the events today
Said I was being quiet.
would
He shouldn't be able to hear me.
he has a very high passive perception. Very
All right. Okay. So he's like 160 feet away, and he can hear me.
Yes. You forget he's a level 20 character, and he's got pretty much max stats.
I'm 20 feet away from you, and I wish I couldn't hear you.
Okay. That's how tonight's gonna be. Okay. Okay.
So he looks out to the audience and says, well, I know that some of us, and he's not looking to Ilya, he's actually looking towards Sark in particular, will not be participating yet again in anything for the class. Seeing as how as they refuse to do anything. But if any of the other students wish to go up here to the stage now and perform any new tasks for your class features, you may do so now. And note that anything that you participate in will be able to receive extra credit towards your tests and your homework. So you will have an easier time passing my class the more you participate. You see three students up at the front. Before anybody asked this, I asked him permission. See three students up at the front walk towards the stage.
Oh shit, I didn't even see that.
I was about to say, how come this one looks familiar?
Because he is.
God damn.
Very small. I had to zoom in so much.
Yeah, I'm at 240. I'm at 250%, and I can barely fucking see it.
You see three students walk up to the stage. The one in the middle pulls out an electric guitar. The one to the left gets a drum set out, and the one to the right gets out what looks to be like a violin. And here is where I get to do this.
Oh no, not another boy band.
And I'm going to mute myself for just a moment. The song finally ends, and you hear as the professor is clapping with enthusiasm. It says, "Ah, now that is a performance. My favorite students in the class, the one in particular doing the lead singing, River, my favorite student of all time. And with your new song, no doubt. Your brand new song that you had just shown me, not but the other day. Thank you for that grand performance. You have passed the class today, and you have received full marks for your next exam. Thank you, thank you, thank you." And you watch as the students make their way back towards their seats. And as I have stated, I have asked permission to do that, so I was allowed to do that, and this is my way of promoting one of our good friends, Dark River Stone, for one of his new singles on Spotify, and we will be posting that in the YouTube description box for you guys to go and check out. But hopefully you guys heard that too. Hopefully. I pray that you did. Hopefully that it came through just fine. But as the performance ends, what do you guys do? Do you guys, or even during the performance, what do you guys want to say or do?
Ilya is just sort of laying back in the chair, just enjoying the performance. Like acknowledging the talent of the students on stage.
Sark's gonna head up to the seat in front of him, and you're gonna notice that there's nobody there, but the seat's actually, instead of reclined, it's actually out, and there's actually an imprint there. And he's gonna look at the chair and he's gonna go, "Bert, notes." And you're gonna see these papers and a pen and a quill. You're gonna see him being handed from nothing, just floating up from within the chair up to him. And then Sark's gonna go back to a seat and fall back to sleep.
Dublin is going to look at Ilya at the end of the performance and do that polite golf clap as to not wake up the fairy and to still show a form of enthusiasm towards the performance. Dublin looks to you and says, "They sounded pretty good, if you ask me."
Yeah, they were cool. So Dublin.
Yeah.
Intrigue me or enlighten me, buddy. Why exactly are you hiding from Crack?
Because he scares the shit out of me.
So you actually haven't done anything that warrants him to be looking for you, right?
Oh, no. He's looking for me day and night.
He's what?
He's
looking for you constantly.
Yes, he says I'm his favorite student.
Right. Okay. Well, there's a lot of people in this school. Pretty sure you can hide in amongst the crowd. And besides, Crack seemed to be not the most perceptive.
Sark's gonna look over and like, Dublin, hide. Really?
Yes.
Have you met Dublin?
As a matter of fact, yes, I have. Haven't met you though.
Dublin cannot not outstand everybody. Like, he shines so brightly. Like, look how amazing he is.
See Dublin blush.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Of course he's got a hide. But it's going to be very hard for him to hide.
Anybody can hide in a crowd, buddy.
Figured with this room being as big as it is, I could hide easier.
Looking around, how
and
much space is like under the seat of the chairs? Like, we're just like the seat of the chair until ground level. Is it
Oh,
like is it
it
big enough for someone to sit under that gap?
in Dublin's and Sark's case, yes, they could full on
Ah,
go underneath the seat and like literally just camp there if they wanted to.
yeah. I just say to Dublin, it's like, hey, if Crack ever comes in here, just duck under one of these chairs. I'm sure he won't find you.
just apply some adhesive or something to close the crack. Should be fine.
But you guys listen to several other performances go on. Some of them dance, some of them sing, some of them tell jokes. Various different performances by a lot of the students. However, towards the end of the last students that perform, hear something move towards the top balcony on the left-hand side. Hear something shift. What do you do?
Perception check to see if I would have heard, like, how clearly I would have heard it.
Okay.
$13.
Due to the fact of how far away you would be from this said location, it's kind of one of those things that like you just vaguely picked up on. Uh, it kind of was just like out of the blue, and then it went away almost instantaneously. So you would have at least heard it a little bit, but not enough to kind of like, I would say, warrant your attention to the highest degree.
Okay.
Dublin, roll. He hears jack shit.
That one.
No, a 3.
Oh, God.
Uh, oh. As the last performance happens, you hear a well done. Well fucking done. You see as the students look up towards the top left balcony, see who it was that starts talking.
Who's well? And why are they done?
That's how he likes his steak, and he's about to get castrated for it.
All of you look up to see a kind of looks like a court jester, but he's dressed in black and red. So instead of being like the colorful colors that most court jesters are known to wear, he looks like that he doesn't quite
Isn't
fit.
loved enough?
He doesn't look like he quite fits the bill. He doesn't look like that he's very funny. He looks down on everyone and says, all of you privileged, undermined students who think that they are going to become something great in this environment. And then you see him as he does the motion to make it look like he spits out the word. Naive. Arrogant. Fools. The entire lot of you. had you only done your research before coming here to know the truth about this academy, you would have learned dark secrets that it holds. The ones that the professors don't think that it's right to tell you about. How
the mystery meat's not really meat in the cafeteria?
Oh god, do I do this or not? Yep, fuck it. It's a cantrip.
Taco Tuesdays are canceled.
Fuck it. It's a cantrip. I'm gonna cast message on him.
on who?
Fucking makeshift male harlequin.
Okay.
Wait, you're casting what?
He's casting
Message.
Message. Oh.
Okay. Cast
I
message.
just say, hey, do you mind coming a little closer? Can't quite hear you from all the way over here.
Hear no response. Instead, yells out and says, how about I show you instead what they've been hiding?
Ooh, good. Another show.
See, Dublin? Very hard to hide when you got friends like that.
Watch as he disappears. And to replace him
Is Lord Voldemort. What?
Oh, you're a wizard, Dublin.
upon the stage, you see
I'm a what?
Masticate Dublin, so Dublin's free.
as he
I saw that.
disappears, you see a portal open
So
up.
you don't know how many memes you just fucking you just walked right into.
I'm trying to go through that. But upon the stage, you see a portal open up. Massive in size. From your distance, both Ilya and Sark, you can feel the amount of arcane magic coming from this circle from your distance.
Oh, class is over today, right?
And out of the portal
Steps the Tarask.
steps a black dragon wormling and a white dragon wormling.
Lovely.
Roll initiative.
Aww. So we had a dungeon last session, and we're now having dragons this session. Okay. You're hitting it a little too hard on the nose there, DM. But that's a dirty 20 for initiative.
Okay. Dublin.
Durblin.
14. Sark.
Let's see. Got a 3.
Out of 3. Okay, cool. So, I need to roll initiative for the black dragon wormling and the white dragon. So there. There. Boop. Boop. All right. In turn order, we have the white dragon wormling, Ilya, black dragon wormling, Dublin, and Sark. The rest of these students, including the teacher is going to leave to go and find help. The students are going to leave because they don't want to fight a dragon wormling.
Pussies.
So they are going to disappear.
That's fine. I'd just firebolt them anyway if they were still here.
Okay. The white dragon wormling is first. And or are you? Are 240 feet away. Cool. So it can fly. I'm going to use a dash action to fly right there, and then its turn. Ilya, your turn.
Okay. Hmm. Yeah, okay. Movement 30 feet to get to there, and that is moving me just within range. Yeah, just within range to cast Firebolt.
Okay.
16?
Just hits.
Oh, okay. Hole kind of puckered up there a little bit. Not gonna lie. That's not a D10. Looks like we're going back to the double digits one, boys, because I can't find the single digits one. 5 points of fire damage. And I would like to hold a reaction.
Said 5.
Yes, 5.
Oh, me. Type this in. Okay, there we go. Much better. You held a reaction, so it is
Yes.
the black dragon wormling's turn. It is going to fly right next to its companion and end its turn. Dash action. Dublin is going to do what he does best.
Wild magic.
Sark, you would have seen it. He goes from being like literally like 2 foot tall to being like 6 to 7 foot tall, bulky in size, like muscular, like almost like a strong man. And then you see him pull a great axe out of nowhere and put it into both of his hands. And he is going to go. Yeah. End his turn because he didn't do anything. But he does have to roll wild magic because that is the end of his turn and he is in a rage. Nothing happens. Cool. Sark, your turn.
Interesting. Well, Sark opens his eyes Tony, I do not have control of my character anymore. Oh wait, no, never mind. I see what it is. Wrong thing. Got it. Yeah, Sark opens his eyes after hearing the monstrosity being emerged from next to him. And he goes, well, if he's going to get serious, I think I'm just going to continue sleeping.
Waiting for it.
And right before he can doze back off, he's going to go, shh, Bert, no, not now, Bert. Fine, Bert. And Sark's going to move, he's going to move 15 feet, slightly in a diagonal formation, in a diagonal direction. Let's go 20. About this direction right here, up into the air.
Okay.
So you would think he would have wings, but he does, but in a sense it kind of doesn't. It looks like he doesn't. So if you'll notice, he has a he's in like dark clothing, but he has this really black, like really dark cloak. Not really cloak, a scarf around his neck, really thick. Like he's just trying to hide his face. You can only see like half of his, from like his nose, the bridge of his nose up. And you see that both ends of the scarf unfurl and come out, similar to wings. And he's able to lift off in that direction. Which direction? Let's see, how far was it? 20 right there. And he's going to fly right there. And with my bonus action, Tony, I've already discussed this with you. I already have Unseen Servant active.
Yes.
Due to Bert is my unseen servant.
I was
my
actually
imaginary
going.
friend.
Yeah, I was going to allow Ilya to roll because I assumed you said all of that out loud.
Yeah. So I'm going to read the backstory that I gave Sark so that everyone understands who Bert is. Sark didn't know his parents. They had vanished without a trace, leaving their only child to be raised by the streets. Other kids looked down on him, making fun of him for having no real family, which made him think that this was the proper way to treat others. Really, his only friend is an imaginary one named Bert that helped him cope with being alone most of his life. He perceives his life as one big game, manipulating others by his words, toying with those around him. Even though he went to school, it all seemed too boring for him to. So he never really committed to his teachings, meaning he never really finished anything he started, because eventually he gets bored, distracted by something new. But the only person he's really had is Bert. And Bert is a figment of his imagination that seems to just came into an existence of him somehow already knowing how to use Unseen Servant. With my bonus action, Tony, I am going to command Bert to run along in this path. I think I've already shown about 90 feet. He's not going to move 90 feet, but this is the general idea. He moves every 15 feet. All right. I'm going to try to stay in range with him because he can't go more than 60 feet. Otherwise, this spell ends. And what he's going to do is along the way, he's going to hit every chair. Kind of like a distraction. Just kind of move it. Just kind of like knock the chair seats down and let them flip back up. Because I'm guessing these are kind of similar to like those reclining ones that you see in like movie theaters with a seat. That's what it looks like to me. Right? Or no?
Yeah, they would be like movie seats.
Yeah. So he's just going to knock the seat down for each one he comes by along his way. Is there any chance we can get a token in a sense of where he's at?
I was just looking for that. So
Doesn't even have to be anything. It could be honestly, it could just be a circle, because nobody can really see him. Can't really do much, honestly. He's just more of a servant, so.
I'm gonna give you a ninja.
A ninja?
I need it.
Oh man.
You damn right you are.
Just move him 15 feet from his general, so he would be like right there where you're at. Just kind of no,
yeah,
he was in the seat. Yeah. He was right there. One more square up and 2 squares to the left. We're gonna have him like following along.
So there.
Yeah, and he's just gonna hit each seat as he passes it, just to kind of be, I guess, just a kind of an annoying distraction like there's something there, maybe to kind of keep them from thinking that there's just three of us here, that maybe there's something else here.
I'm gonna give him the ninja mask to show that he is invisible.
Mhm.
But you do have control over that token now,
Wait.
so you can move it however you like. But basically, Dublin and Ilya, you can't see him at all, but you did hear Sark talking to somebody.
Oh, I actually don't have to talk to him and tell him how it is. I just do that whenever people are around, but when it's in combat, I'm actually
Yeah,
speaking to him
yeah.
and like telling
It's
them.
it's more like that. Like before you got up and moved, I assume that you said what you said out loud, so Ilya would have been
Yeah.
close enough to hear you. But you don't see anybody. It's almost like he's just talking to thin air. So,
Just yeah, go ahead.
but was that all you were going to do for that turn?
Just a minute.
Okay.
Sorry.
You got the hiccups there?
A little bit. I am going to wrong tab. I'm going to hold a reaction. I'm gonna let when they come in range within 60 feet of me, either one, let me see, how far are they right now? They're like 100 and something. If they get within range of me, which will be roughly 60 feet, about right there,
Yep.
either one of them, I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery on whichever one is there first, which I'm guessing would be the white one since it moves before the black one. But
Yes.
maybe it won't move right there. But whichever one gets it within range, I will cast Vicious Mockery on. I'll just end my turn there.
One particular.
Ninja.
Oh. Do it this way instead. Sorry, it's trying to find particular. Okay. Yeah, for some reason Dublin's character sheet like completely disappeared and I had to go and figure out why that was. So, okay. Now that I got that back, uh
No longer Dublin.
Yeah, right. Like I was
Dublin.
like it just out of nowhere. It just like said, "Oh, we don't have access to this anymore." So I had to go and find it. And yeah, anyway. So it is the White Dragon Wormling's turn, and it can go here, which is
Going to activate my Vicious Mockery.
okay. Roll a
You have to, roll a Wisdom saving throw.
yeah, I was couldn't remember if it was wisdom or. Okay, so that's not good. Oh no, I rolled a 7. No modifier. Okay, so Vicious Mockery.
Yeah. You're gonna take 1d4 psychic damage. And they have disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
Cool.
So I roll that, right?
Yes, you roll the 1d4.
A D4.
Yes, it is a 3.
Okay. And it gets disadvantage on its next attack. Okay.
That it makes before the end of its next turn.
So okay. I can't even attack this turn anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
good.
That because you used your action.
So it is going to hold a reaction and end its turn. Ilya, your turn.
Not really liking the fact that there is a baby dragon. I'm assuming it's like charging. It's not just like taking steps forward and stopping, taking steps forward and stopping. It's actually like
No, he's
full on
flying.
charging.
He said it was flying.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
flying.
Yeah, when they first made their move, he said it's gonna fly here. So I'm
Okay.
guessing they're still in midair.
It's like midair, yeah.
Nisa gonna hit it with a firebolt.
All right.
Actually, you know what? That will hit. 17 on the die, DM, for a 22 in total.
That will do it.
So that is fucking flying off the desk, apparently. Fuck me. Hold on a second whilst I pick that little bastard up. Nine points of fire damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to... So that was my action. Movement is to step over to the side a little bit, and I'm going to continue holding a reaction.
All right.
And that's it.
Black Dragon Wormling is going to be a little bit more aggressive. Going to
Grr.
fly right there. That is a dash, so it cannot attack this turn. So that is its turn.
High up in the air is it?
About around 15, 20 feet.
Okay. So around this right there where I'm at.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Dublin is going to try to make a swing on it. Move up 1 and take whack at it. Oh, it just hits. Okay, cool. And it is going to...
What you need, Tony? I'll roll it for you.
have one.
Just don't ask me to roll a d10 for the love of fuck.
No,
I can't find one.
Always
Okay,
just use the.
I found it. I found it was a
As I say, like
D12.
you don't have it, just use roll
Uh,
20
so
on there.
13 points of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Wow! Wow!
Wow.
Let's. Okay, that is. Yes, that is his
Anyone
turn.
else triggered by the layout of this amphitheater?
Why would we be triggered?
I mean, if you look on the left side,
Oh no!
all right, so the balcony up above us on the back on the bottom of the map, and then the left side, that little round section is above that. And the next one's above that one, and that one is above that one. Look on the right side, not the case. It's going downward, but yet that one's above this one, but that's below that one, and then the other one's below the next one. I'm like, what?
Okay, so wild magic effect does happen.
He polymorphs it into a squirrel.
No.
Hey, that sounds familiar.
Damn it.
You're safe. Ilya's definitely safe. The unseen servant is not, and the dragon is not. So unseen
Oh, damn.
servant needs to roll a strength saving throw, and the dragon needs to do so as well.
Gotcha. Give me just a second.
Dragon passes.
Okay. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Dun. -2.
Negative. Okay, yeah, you fail.
Oh.
Okay, so the dragon passed, but the unseen servant did not. The unseen servant is going to go 5. He's gonna get pushed back 65 feet and be knocked prone because on the moment of the swing, this massive gust of wind came out from the axe and tried to push everybody away from Dublin. And the wording on it says that it pushes anybody who fails 5 times the damage that was dealt. So if he dealt 13 damage, it deals 5 you get pushed back 5 times that.
Okay, so he's gone. Let's put him to the side.
Okay.
Like he the spell disperses. He's more than 60 feet from me now.
Okay. So I will put
Yeah, just put him like to the side for now.
Yep.
He'll be recast after combat.
All right, so Dublin can only make the one swing, and he cannot do anything else. So that is his turn. Sark, it is now your turn.
Stark looks to his right as he sees his friend Bert being knocked across the room and disappearing. He's gonna look at Dublin and be like, "Why? Were you that jealous of my friend Bert?"
Dublin looks over to you and says, "Who's Bert? I didn't see anybody."
Shh, it's okay. Shh, it's okay.
Oh my
Starts taking deep breaths, like it was an accident.
god.
He didn't know any better. Bert is fine. So Sark's gonna take his anger out now on the dragon.
Okay.
No, Tony, you're an asshole. You're a fucking asshole.
Let's see.
They killed Bert.
Kill Bert.
The 90s dragons have got to die. For Bert, these have got to die. We have to avenge Bert.
Let's see.
Hashtag avenge Bert.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to cast Bane, Tony. Actually, you know what? Before I cast Bane, I am going to cast Bane. I'm actually going to swing around, stay within range. Actually, you know what? I might not have to. Give me just a second. Yeah, no, I do actually have to. I'm going to fly right above Dublin.
Okay.
That puts me, nope, still not within range. I guess I'll just hit one of them. I'm just gonna hit this one with Bane.
Okay.
And or should I hold off and yeah, no, I'm gonna go ahead and cast it. I'm gonna cast it on this one, to cast Bane on this one.
Gotcha. So charisma saving
charisma.
throw.
Yeah.
He fails. He rolled a 4.
Yep.
So for a
Yep,
target
so
that fails this saving throw makes an attack roll or saving throw before the spell ends. The target must roll a d4 and subtract the number from that said roll. Got it. Fantastic. All right. Cool. Is that your turn?
I think so.
So the white dragon wormling is going to come here and is going to do a cold breath on Dublin and Sark because it can't reach Ilya. So I need
Question.
Yes.
Is it flying as well?
Yes.
Is it pointing down or straight in front?
It would
'Cause I'm
kind
in
of
the air.
it's kind of pointing like in between the two. So like it's pointing at an
It's
angle,
15
yes.
feet. It could hit me, but I don't think it would be able to hit Dublin then.
It's like a cone. That's
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Because even it, like, let's say, now I'm going to move just for a second. Let's say I was like right here, right? Like right there in between them, right? And it pointed a cone right at me. I would still get hit by it. But if I was over right here, I wouldn't get hit by it if it was doing straight in front of me. So that's what I'm saying. Like, depending on how, like, you have to think three-dimensional on this one. On where the cone is. 'Cause from the point of the mouth, it only hits certain parts as a cone, like right, it's like a yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I do. I'm trying to figure out where the tool is at
Yeah.
because there's a tool on Roll20 where it can actually
Mhm.
show you a visual image of the range of certain things, like a cone or whatever.
Yeah, no, I know that, but I mean, there is a space between us. I'm just trying to make sure that either one of us gets hit or both of us gonna get hit because I know you said he was what 6 feet, 7 feet tall.
Yeah, he's like around 6 to 7 foot tall. Yes, and then you're flying above him, so it's
Yeah, I'm
more
at
or less.
15 feet in the air.
It's more or less like the DC for it is. I'll lower it for the two of you, but
Yeah,
both of you.
because I don't know if it would hit him. It might, but that's what I was trying to figure out.
Yeah, it might hit him, but I'll let you both roll the Constitution saving throw, and then I'll just lower the DC by a little bit.
Just adjust.
Dublin barely fucking passed.
I got a 6.
That is not a pass. I lowered
That
it.
is not. I know it's not.
I lowered it to 10, but yeah, Dublin barely passed. Okay, so Dublin will take a quarter because he doesn't have Path of the Totem Warrior. So he'll take just regular half and then
Right.
wait, hold up. Question. It's cold then. Okay, yeah, so it would just be half. Okay. So he takes half because he passed the saving throw. You will take the full because one. Or 5d8. 8, 7, 5, a 3, and a 1. So 8. 24 damage, and then half of that is 12. So Dublin will take 12, you will take 24.
What do I roll for a concentration check?
So you're going to roll
Constitution, right? But
it would be Constitution, but it's 10 plus half the damage of what you just took. So
I don't even think I could beat that.
yeah.
Yeah, no, so it wouldn't. Yeah, 15.
Yeah.
So this was the one that was Bane. There's no one to
yeah.
Bane.
Alrighty. That is its turn. Ilya, is now your turn. One of them is very hurt. One of them is eh.
Yeah,
Eh.
just yeah.
Eh.
Strange question. Would I have been able to hear Sark talking to Dublin about Bert?
You would have been
Yeah, that
close
was
enough, yes.
Okay. And judging by what was said, Ilya is going to be like, in her head, she's gonna be like, well, I don't know who Bert was, but they must have meant something to this guy. Oh well, fuck up the dragons. That's priority number one. And Ilya is going to move back to the other side of the aisle so that she's got a clear line of shot on the white dragon wormling and take another shot at it. 21 to hit, DM.
That will do it.
For max damage. That's the only time in this fucking campaign I'm gonna roll max damage.
So you hit max damage on the white dragon,
White.
correct? Okay, so
Yes,
what
white.
is max damage for you?
10.
And okay, that's fine.
Firebolt is only a little squisher. It's only a little squisher.
In terms of where it's at, it is at the fucking door, and it's like
I am going
kicking the
to
fucking
take
door.
that.
It's
I'm gonna take that door and I'm gonna make you eat the fucking thing.
yeah, it like this dragon is like wondering why Death hasn't come to the door yet to pick up his Uber Eats. Like,
Don't talk to me about Uber Eats. Don't bastards. I hate that fucking company with a passion.
So you did your action. You did
Action, movement, still holding a reaction.
Gotcha. Black Dragon Wormling is going to over to you, Ilya, and make you roll as well. Please roll me a dexterity.
Do I get an
saving throw.
opportunity attack on that dragon since it moved
You
out
do.
from
You do indeed. Yes. You do indeed.
Do I use a spell or do I just use a?
You would have to use a melee.
Gotcha. Well, I mean,
Would
I
he
have a range.
what? Would he?
I have a range attack.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you've got that crossbow, so yeah, you could do that.
Wait, is an opportunity attack solely melee?
It's solely ranged or melee, depending on what weapon you have. Yeah, you can't cast a spell.
Huh.
Opportunity attack. My bad.
It's an opportunity attack.
Yeah. $19?
Yes, that will hit.
Damage.
In terms of Death's Door, it is almost at its destination. It has already gotten in the car and has made its way towards where it's supposed to be at. Now, Ilya, please roll me that dex saving throw, please.
Oh, I'm not gonna like this.
What'd you take?
Oh fuck, that's not bad. That's 19.
You inclined that and then declined it so fast.
I know. I wasn't expecting to roll well because level 2 wizard.
You're gonna take half.
Oh boy.
That's a lot of numbers.
Well, you rolled a lot of dice, dumbass.
Yeah.
8, 7, 7, 6, and 2.
Oh. So that's 24 halved.
No, that's 30 halved. So 15.
Ha!
Yeah.
Ha! I'm dying.
Yeah, that's 15 points of damage, my friend.
I'm dying.
You're down?
Yeah.
No.
Oh. Well. All right then.
I hate you.
So, Sark and Dublin would have seen Ilya drop. Dublin, being a little pissed off. I'm gonna move your character because my way.
Before Ilya goes down, the last thing that she says is, "Save me, Dublin."
Dublin runs over and is gonna make a swing on the Black Dragon Wormling, and fucking crits. So. Ooh, that's juicy. So let's see.
I want everybody that's listening or watching, depending on how you're devouring this content, to know Overkill's in the fucking VC. So Zurin's here. Yeah.
So the Black Dragon Wormling is dead.
Oh, what a fucking surprise. Dublin coming in clutch.
And has to roll wild magic. And something does happen. Oh. Okay. Cool.
Oh no.
That's neat. Okay, so it's a passive thing, so he'll be able to do it at the end of combat because the Burt is gone. Okay, cool. Got it. All right.
Burt.
Basically, he gained ability to see invisible objects.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's what I was trying to figure out.
How long does that last? How long does that last?
It lasts for an hour.
Oh, he'll see him as soon as the battle's over.
Yeah.
Because he'll pop back up after battle's over.
Yeah.
It's kind of an automatic thing.
That's what I was trying to figure out, because he's gone now, so I was trying to figure out how long it lasts, and it lasts for an hour. So after the battle's over, if you bring him back, then essentially he will be able to see Burt.
Yeah, Burt comes back. Burt lasts for an hour, and then he just recasts automatically, like subconsciously somehow. He just gets recast. But when during combat, he's not really he doesn't hang around. Like once he's gone, he doesn't come back until after combat. That's just how because he's not really focused on Burt at the time. He's more focused on staying alive and fighting.
That will be your turn, actually, Sark.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yes.
Yay! I am going to. I think I have any bonus action spells, do I? No, I don't think I do. No, none of mine are. That's an action. Those are all actions. It's also an action. All right, making sure. All right, I am going to cast Bardic Inspiration. Who's coming up next? Wait, you're down, right? Mayhem?
Ilya,
Yeah.
Ilya's down,
Ilya.
has rolled death saving throws, but Dublin is
Mhm.
at full health.
Do I start off with any potions or anything, Tony?
Yeah, everybody does in my campaigns. Everybody starts off
Oh,
with 3.
how many did I start off with?
3.
3?
Yeah.
Regular potions?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I have to do that because first and second level is like the 2 hardest fucking levels in the entirety of D&D. So if I didn't do that,
Mm-hmm.
people would bitch at me more, and I can't handle that.
Gotcha. Bum 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 bum. How far am I? I don't think I'm that far. Oh, look at you, just in a nick. Oh, looky there, just in there, right there. I'm gonna fly down towards Iliad, and I'm going to use one of my potions on Iliad.
Okay, roll 2d4 plus 2.
D4 plus 2. Uh, 6.
All right, so Ilya, you come back up to 6.
Alright. Then I'm gonna cast Bardic Inspiration
Okay,
on Iliad.
so how do you want to describe your bardic inspiration? Because it's basically you perform a little something to give somebody.
Yeah. What does Iliad look like?
She is about 5'10", slim to athletic build, with jet black hair that's cut to an undercut, which right now would be tied back in a ponytail.
Okay.
Apart from that, she's just wearing regular trousers and a black fake. It's a full leather jacket.
Interesting. Race?
Human.
Human. Skin color?
Caucasian.
Caucasian. Gotcha. All right. He is going to look down and he's going to whisper in Iliad's ear. Get up, peasant.
You are now inspired for some reason.
Lovely.
If you
What
haven't
does
guessed,
that mean?
if you haven't really guessed, Sark is sarcastic.
Uh-huh.
Speaks and talks a lot of shit.
Uh-huh.
In terms of bardic inspiration, you get one of these, and essentially, you can add a bardic inspiration roll to certain rolls. I think one of them is attack rolls and abilities like saving throws. I think. Make sh- It's been a long time since I've had a bard played in any of my campaigns.
Yeah, you inspire others through stirring words or music. To do so, you use a bonus action on your turn to choose one creature other than yourself within 60 feet of you who can hear you. That creature gains 1 bardic inspiration die at d6. Once within the next 10 minutes, the creature can roll the die and add the number rolled to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw it makes. The creature can wait until after it rolls a d20 before deciding to use the bardic inspiration die, but must decide before the DM says whether he or she's roll succeeds or fails. Also, I can only have one active at a time, and it's something else. I just can't remember what it was.
So think of it like
That's pretty
luck
much it.
points, but you only get one of them.
I just
Essentially,
Okay,
adds it.
so
Just a
what is
d6 roll to his to try to increase the odds. That's
yeah,
all it really
okay?
is.
So I add a d6 to certain
Yeah.
types of roll.
yes.
Yeah, it's attack
Alright.
roll, it's attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Yep.
Cool.
All right.
Cool.
That is Sark's turn.
Yeah, I'm hiding behind the crumpled body of the peasant on the ground.
White Dragon Wormling is going to see if he gets his breath weapon back. He does. Is going to get down on the ground and not fly anymore and try to get Dublin to go down. Dublin passed, so he's going to take half. Dublin is not looking good.
Oh no.
He's still alive, but he's not looking good.
Interesting.
So that is the dragon wormling's turn. Ilya, you are up with
All right.
6 HP and you feel inspired.
So I'm feeling like shit because I just got knocked unconscious by a black dragon wormling, but I'm feeling inspired to do my best at keeping the person who brought me back and Dublin alive. So Ilya shakily gets to her feet, points at the white dragon, and just goes, "Yeah, fuck you, buddy." And I'm gonna throw another firebolt at it.
Go for it.
Sark's gonna tap you on the back and go, "That's right. You tell that dragon that doesn't know common."
I mean, actually, can I reflavor that, Tony?
Or
No, I can't. Sorry, I can't do what I wanted to do. I'm sorry. I was about to make a rookie mistake. So that's gonna be a 19 to hit
that hits.
for 9 fire damage.
That's plenty.
You said you threw fireball?
Firebolt.
Oh, firebolt. I was out says like, oh no. Everybody trying to kill one another.
Alright, so the 2 dragon wormlings are dead. As they both
Yay.
die, the court jester.
Oh
Does
no.
Does the Rick and Morty portal disappear?
Yes.
I hadn't actually thought of that.
The portal did disappear. The jester makes his appearance again at the far end of the auditorium and looks to. Well, at least somebody is capable here. Albeit, one of you went down. Very entertaining.
Yeah, fuck you, buddy.
So,
Yeah, that's what you do with a needle and thread. Keep talking.
Oh, you use a needle thread to sew.
I'm going to give the 3 of you a chance. The next time I arrive, I expect it in my hands, or this will continue. Bring me the book of Darth Ragar.
Oh,
That a missing Sith?
you hold your little DM brain there. How do you spell that name?
Darth,
Darth, I got that, but the fucking Regar.
Regar,
Regurgitate.
Regar.
Okay, I was trying to figure out if you tried any like funky spelling with it or something.
No.
No, he's not like me.
Okay.
All right.
He would just confuse himself.
Facts. That he says that and says the next time I make my appearance, bring me the book, and all of this will end. Failure to do so cost the lives of the students and the faculty that abide in this atrocity of what you call an academy.
Sark's gonna raise his hand.
Of course.
Begrudgingly, he looks over to you, Sark, and says, "Yes."
Just waving it. Ooh, me.
Yes.
Me. What if we don't really care about the faculty or students?
Would you like to join us?
No. I see how you dress. I'll pass.
You look like a Wish version of Harley Quinn if they were a male.
What is a Harley Quinn?
Just take a look in a mirror and accept the fact that you look like a really shitty version.
Technically, a Harley Quinn is a jester.
So I look like me?
A
But it really
harlequin is literally like a harlequin is a jester.
For someone
I know that.
for somebody who is a wizard, you don't seem very intelligent. You seem like you're probably better off remaining with the rest of these students and just dying off like the rest of the peasants.
Sark covers his ears and goes, "Shh, we try not to break their spirits here." It's okay. Mean words shouldn't hurt you. They're just words.
He looks to the three of you and says, "So, I'm giving you a chance. Bring me the book, and on my next arrival, nothing will happen. Hand me the
Wait,
book."
hold on. Oh, hold on a second there, buddy. You said it was the book of Darth Ragar?
Yes.
Yeah, hold on. I think I got that. I think it's in my backpack. You see, as I go back to my chair, pick up my backpack, go back to where my token is located, and I start fishing around, just like mindlessly. And then I slowly begin to pull my hand out of my bag, and just as my hand comes out, I flip it over and I give him the bird.
We in combat?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and activate unseen servants.
Cool.
So like I'm fishing around in my bag, just pull my hand out and I give him the finger.
I'm gonna go back to sleep in my chair.
Just a second.
Off my wings.
Tony doesn't have the balls to kill me off 2 times in a session.
Just a second.
And comes in an ancient,
Did you lose Bert?
ancient black dragon.
Did you lose Bert? He loses everything this session.
Shitbag's gonna come bursting out of the portal next.
I come in like, hey,
What's up, guys?
shit, this isn't the crossover
episode. Oh shit, I'm early. Oh, I'm gonna take one of my famous magic shits.
Dimension doors out of there.
You can tell I pissed off the DM because he's completely fucking silent.
I think he's trying to find Bert.
Nope.
Tony, did you lose Bert?
No, that's not what I'm looking for.
Oh, I thought you
Told
were trying
ya.
to find Bert
Okay.
to put him on the map. So, like, how did he lose him?
No, that's not what I'm.
Okay.
I'm trying to find.
The Book of Darth Ragar.
The book we don't have. Gotcha.
Yeah. And the book that the faculty is by definite not gonna tell us about.
Interesting.
And they're gonna be very suspicious when we bring it up. Part of me really, really, really wonders how Zurin's been reacting to the entirety of this session.
Who?
Your brother.
Oh, sorry. I haven't watched any episodes up to this point yet. Only
No,
because
you're cool.
I wanted to be completely like oblivious to everything.
Yeah, that's method acting right there.
Oh yeah. That and I just
Okay.
haven't finished the first episode.
So this is an AOE. So
Uh-oh.
I need Ilya, because you're on the ground. Make a dex save with disadvantage, and
Bitch.
and Sark, make it with advantage because you're technically still flying.
Oh, at the point. Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna
You
use
still
that.
have that bardic inspiration.
I'm
Yeah.
yeah, thank fuck for that. Okay, I'm gonna use it, but not because I'm scared.
Yeah, use it like because you still have to roll disadvantage, but whatever your lowest one is, just add the d6 to it, and that's gonna be your roll.
Okay, so that plus that is a 22 2 with disadvantage.
That's nice. What was the roll? What was the saving throw I was rolling?
Dex
Dex.
Dex with advantage.
Oh, sweet. Okay, that's not bad.
You know, that thing that bards are always like known for being great at.
18.
Yep.
That tingled my brain.
Supposed to.
No, like that like, in a good way. That tingled my brain in a good way.
It's supposed to. Mostly for me, but it's still supposed to. Both of you will take 10 points of lightning damage.
Well,
that's half.
Huh. So
So
5.
no,
are we having that, or
that's
that is
already
halved?
halved.
that was
Damn it.
already halved.
Damn it, peasant.
So Dublin sees it as the jester being annoyed at Ilya's words and Sark's words, just snaps his fingers, and you see a bolt of light. He sees a bolt of lightning strike down and hit the two of you, and watches as both of you goes down, and you pass out.
Just a minute.
While you guys are doing that,
Do I have to roll death saves now?
no,
Okay.
going over here.
Oh, never been here before.
This is the infirmary.
No shit. I thought it was the kitchen. To be fair, you could make this look like a kitchen.
I could.
Yeah. Except for that bed right there. That kind of gives it away.
Torture chamber.
Every kitchen needs a torture chamber.
Man, this is a torture bathroom. Torture door leading to the torture check couch.
I have to go all the way over here to get Dublin's token.
There's only one Dublin.
Boop. Boop. Okay. The two of you start to slowly wake up. You are
Not me. I'm gonna stay asleep.
Cool. One of you starts to slowly get up, starts to slowly wake up. You are in a lot, and I do mean a lot, of pain. You're in an extreme amount of pain. You are hurting everywhere, Ilya. You see Sark laying on the opposite bed of you, and in between the two beds is what you can assume is the nurse. Look over to your left, and you see Dublin asleep on the couch.
And I have Bert holding me. Nobody can see him, but I'm just kind of like floating there, and he's like kind of rolling me like a baby and rocking me.
Or I will give.
Sweet.
Oh,
I will give you your ninja token for that
oh, that is
Sit him next to me.
adorable.
Sit him next to me.
purpose. I need to find. Where did I pull it from?
Oh, you said you sat him under the layer.
Yeah, you said you put him on the DM layer.
Oh, that's on a different
That-
screen though.
That,
Hold up.
yeah, that was for the different screen.
No, I thought you could just pull it from over there like you did Dublin.
I'm going to do that now. I'm going to. Large. And there you go. Token. There you go.
Oh,
But your invisible unseen servant is now cradling you and rocking you back and forth. Yes.
Yay.
Ilya, you're the only one waking up. Dublin is asleep. Sark seems to be asleep.
And the nurse is there, yeah?
And the nurse is there. She's kind of eyeing her clipboard and kind of making notes.
I'm gonna very slowly pull myself up to like a half seating position and just very quietly say, "Hey, nurse?
Oh, you're awake.
Yeah, and I'm gonna look at Sark and I'm gonna turn my attention from Sark to Dublin like a couple of times, and I'm just gonna say, how are these two? Like, are they? Oh God, are they okay?
Sark here is in about the same give or take position that you were in, where that he is extremely injured, and it has been several days that you have been in here. Dublin has come to check on you, as well as your other compatriots have come by every so often to come and see it as to your well-being. Dublin most of all, because he was worried about the two of you, as he has the capabilities and characteristics of doing so.
Hey, I know this is gonna sound unorthodox and probably out above your pay grade, but is there any chance you could get Professor Lamore down here?
I can call him down here, sure.
Thank you.
She leaves the room and goes to somewhere. Put her over here at this little desk over here. And the Bard professor, correct?
Yarp.
It takes a little bit of time, but he finally does arrive and he comes in. And he is in your room.
What time of day is it?
You don't rightly know.
Okay.
You do know that the nurse did say that you have been the two of you have been in here for several days.
Okay.
Uh,
When I see Professor Lamore walk in, I'm just gonna say, "Hi, Professor."
I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah, me too. So, I think it's safe to say that bargain that's done now, right?
Yes, my dear. Is
I
albeit
gotta
that I
say,
was less concerned with the deal after the incident, but
I mean, I gotta say, Professor, oh, I ain't never been to a performance like that before. But hey, that's what high school's all about, right? It's all about experiences.
well, you're supposed to be having good experiences, not the kind
Hey,
that causes you to potentially
how
die.
how many first year students do you know that killed a dragon?
Wyvern. 2 baby dragons.
Black dragon wormling. Dragon's
Yeah.
still in the name.
Yeah, that thing.
He looks to you and says, "Yeah, and thanks to Dublin, we now know what it is that's causing these occurrences to happen to an extent. We don't know
Hey,
where they're
you guys
hiding."
have you guys have got a somebody's got a bone to pick with you. Well, not you specifically, but you as in the academy.
Yeah, for very specific reason.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say former student holding a grudge that turned to the dark side.
No. Close,
Oh,
but no.
former faculty member? Question mark.
Yes and no. It The ringleader is not a faculty member, it's something else. Ilya, how much of the history of this school?
Can I roll a history check?
Yes.
I was trying to figure out whether or not that roll would be viable, but okay.
Yes.
15.
You know the basics. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm not saying that in like that you failed. It's
No.
I'm saying that as like you know about the history behind the school, that like the teachers were once people who, you know, saved the world in some way or fashion. Like they went out on their adventures and stuff like that. The school originated by the genies that assigned you your places of housing, but that's about the gist of what you know. You don't know anything before.
So about as much as any typical 14-year-old first-year student would know.
Common sense, gotcha.
Common sense.
Yeah. Okay.
So what do you say?
Common knowledge.
I know that you guys that run this place are big shots, for lack of a better phrase, that is. Some of you are quirky, some of you are definitely I think
Teachers suck, man.
Most of the teachers here have their own personalities. I will give you credit on that. Kind of like Sark over here. Sark believes that he doesn't need anybody else to go in and show him the ways of the world, that he can do it on his own.
I have Bert.
Yes, I know about Bert.
I have Bert.
I can see Bert.
Hey, who's the teacher in the amphitheater again?
This guy.
That was him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You two don't get
The
along.
one that left? The one that left?
Yeah, he left to go and find somebody, which he ended up doing. He went and found the rest of the faculty, which is why that you guys are still breathing.
Yay.
But Dublin was the one that convinced the court jester guy to.
I just look at I look at the professor and I just say, yeah. I understand this is a very, very tall request. But I'd like to meet the dean once I get told that I'm healthy enough to leave this place.
You're going to meet him. Actually, you're going to meet him in the next few minutes because he's on his way down now. I'm going to explain to the two of you, because Dublin has already been informed.
Would you allow me to voluntarily make a wisdom saving throw?
Depending on what for.
You know what I'm going for.
Okay.
I need control of my token.
What's my wisdom on? Oh, it's a fucking 0. Here we go. That's an 11.
Okay.
Not so wise.
So, what did you roll for? The
the
panic attack? Okay, that's what I thought you were rolling for. Okay.
A panic attack?
Yeah.
Yep.
So Sark, even though you're like pretending to be asleep, you watch as Ilya starts to turn deathly white and hyperventilating, shaking.
Considering how pale I am, I'm going to see that as the norm and not question it.
Okay, cool.
Asshole.
The teacher, the professor looks to the two of you and says, "Yes, so the school has already been informed as to what is actually going on, and needless to say, a lot of the students have left our faculties, our academy here. So the school is a lot smaller than it has been, and for very good reason. But the dean himself has heard of the two of you waking up, and it is going to give you the same gesture that he gave to the rest of the students. I
Also,
came down
Jester,
here.
you might scare him again.
I am here as a formality to apologize for you getting into the situation to begin with. That even
No
goes.
apology.
That,
No apology needed on my part.
that
I
also
mean,
goes for you too, Sark. Even though that me and you have had our differences.
Just kind of smugs and looks away.
But he will be here shortly, and he sits down and waits, and about 20 minutes later, Ilya, I need you to roll me a Arcana check.
oh hell. Oh hell. Where are you? What have I got? I got the +5. This better be good. Well. That's a 12.
Even with a 12, you're going to feel it.
Okay.
So Sark, you can roll it as well because you are magical in nature. So, would like to roll, you may.
Arcana?
Arcana, yes.
I choose not to. I just let life happen.
Okay. So the two of
Oh
you
my God.
feel this heavy, and I'm talking heavy, dense presence. Massive and arcane magic. So much so that it literally takes your breath away. Ilya, it's so dense, you can't tell if you're still in a panic attack or if your panic attack is having a panic attack.
Wonderful. I'm having a super panic attack.
You see coming through the door a tall, gangly wizard with a tall, purple, trimmed looking hat, wearing a bright, bright violet colored robe with patches of different colors all over his jacket. It looks like that this jacket has these pockets on it for some reason or other, like thousands of pockets. He walks over to the bard, looks to the two of you and says, "Well, fuck me, at least you guys are awake!"
Oh no.
You have any antidepressants for the panic attack over there?
I'm gonna kill Zurin. Not in session, obviously.
What do you guys say?
Oh, my bad.
Fuck all at the moment.
Shit, my dear, it looks like you're about to pass the fuck out again. You okay?
Oh, please make it stop talking.
Weren't you just a little shit?
Much better.
I'm assuming this is loud enough to wake up Dublin.
So I'll
There
roll.
ain't no way. There ain't no way that bird boy's sleeping through this shit.
I'll roll for Dublin.
Is an owl.
He rolled a nat 1. He's passed the fuck out.
God damn it.
Sweet. That's good. Less stress on my part.
Asshole. I can take away that inspiration now because I'm never going to be able to use it.
You brats want a lollipop?
God, no, please.
God. Okay. Sir, please, volume down from 10 to 6.
You want me to whisper, huh?
No. Oh, God.
Well, fine then. He casts message on both of you. We'll talk in here then.
What is Iliad's favorite treat? Like sweet treat?
Ilya likes... Fuck it. Donuts.
Donuts? I am officially announcing that Sark smells like donuts.
Oh, God.
I couldn't figure out like what to make. Like there are certain things that you could choose as far as like characteristics and Like as
You
far
can
as like
choose how you smell.
yes, I
Yes.
can smell
Oh
like
my God.
brownies, or I can have like little particles of like glittery dust surrounding me.
Oh
I can look
my
like an
God.
insect. I can have different types of wings, which is why mine is a scarf.
There's a
The form of a
reason
scarf.
why they're called Fey folk.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of
Uh-oh.
Fey folk. Well, I did tell the faculty I would come down here and tell you guys what the fuck's going on. So,
Just have like written it down.
Ilya's inner head is just like exploding right now. Just like
you
I'm gonna
see,
say that. I'm gonna say that because of his shrill voice. That is, I lose concentration, and he also has
Bert's gone.
entered. Well, Bert's not a concentrated thing. I'm just like not even like focused. I don't really realize that Bert's gone now because he just completely like poofs out to save his own fucking ears. Even though it doesn't really bother him, it's not supposed to, but because it bothers me, Bert poof gone.
so Bert disappears and he looks to the two of you and says, I'm assuming that the two of you just really don't like the sound of my voice.
God.
I mean, I can change it if you want.
Oh.
You see him wave his hand over his throat. How's this sound?
Oh my God.
Season 1 Eli, is that you?
Norbit? Hi?
Norbit?
Or how about this? I can change it to this.
God, it's like really generic Siri.
It's like a
Or
it's like
even this.
What's the
Or even
malversion
this.
of it?
Or even
that's
this.
like Subway announcer meets fucking Siri. Oh my God.
Or even this. Your preference.
God, please make the wiki translator stop.
I just can't seem to please any of you fuckers.
Please don't stop. Write it down, charade, something. No voice.
All I asked Dean was to turn the volume down just a little bit.
Nurse!
Nurse, I need another 60,000 milligrams of fucking morphine.
You hear her yell from across the hall, You're not gonna get it!
Then you might as well finish me off.
I cast heat metal on his bed.
Wow.
Wishes my commands.
Woof.
Woof!
Ah, the 9 hells. This is what it feels like.
This is what the ninth layer of hell feels like. Damn!
Wait, are you Asmodeus?
Don't you fucking wish!
God.
Please just make it stop. Please.
The bard looks over and says, Well, seeing as how as they just are really adamant about you not telling them, how about I go in and tell them at least? And Pastor goes, well, why the fuck did you call me down here for? I was fucking eating cupcakes. Fuck me. Fine. I'll leave. And then he leaves.
No. Oh God, he's gone.
Well, he gets to the door before you yell out, says, What?
Out of session. How do I address this guy? Just Dean? Like, what the fuck's his name?
I'm so
Do not say Billy. Do not say Billy.
so-
I will kill you.
Bill Neal.
I am so glad.
Science guy.
I am so glad you asked. I am so glad you asked.
Kill you. I will kill you again, bitch.
His name is
I'm getting ready.
Is Willie Dilly.
Oh God, Headmaster Dilly. Is he the headmaster?
Yes.
Master Dilly. Does he have a sister called Dally?
I mean, you can.
You know,
We can.
dilly and dally.
Would you like to sit here and talk to him for an hour about his family history? I'm sure that he would love to go in and talk about it.
No.
Okay.
Oh God damn it. Dean, before Dublin, well, before Sark and I passed out, whoever that was said they wanted something before they returned for their next appearance.
It was a book. It has words and pages in it. With
I already know about all that. That's what I was going to explain to you fuckers.
Right.
Just writing in
then,
it.
In
some kind of language.
In a calm manner. Could you please explain?
You calm?
Fine. Walks back over, looks to the two of you, says, so, this school used to have 5 houses. Not 4, 5.
Not 6?
I'm surprised that you know how to count the 6.
Surprised you know what the number 5 is.
I'll let you have that one.
I'm surprised you're still in this school after talking to the dean like that.
Wouldn't be the first time.
It wouldn't be the first
or the first school.
But he looks to the two of you and says, so, the 5th genie was a Hydra. The Hydra believed that people who would come to the school needed to be strong. If they were seen as weak, then you were not worthy to fit in the class. So we banished him. Because he eventually got to the point to where that he wanted to take over the school and run it completely on their own.
Ooh, I like this guy. How do we get in this class? He raises his hand.
He points to you and says, yes?
How do we get in the class?
You don't.
No wonder the school's lame. Get rid of the best parts of it.
Knowing your lazy ass, he would have killed you right off the bat.
Nah, I'm an acquired taste.
I'll give you that one. But he looks back over and says, you're friends with, what's that student's name? And the bard goes, Allura. Sir, Allura. Ah, yeah. That broad.
Hey. Little more respectful terms for you students there, please, Professor.
Okay. Dean. The young lady.
Thank you.
The broad.
Either way. So you're friends with that Allura, correct?
I am.
Unfortunately, she's the center of it all.
Ilya's gonna take a little bit of time to sit bolt upright.
Do we
kill? I'm saying, you shut up.
Allura?
You shut your mouth. Sorry, Dean. You just, in the quiet words of the Mother Teresa, come again.
How much do you know of Allura?
Fairly bright student, does well, relatively smart, somewhat good looking.
Why are they friends with you?
I'm the dean.
Remind me as to why the fuck you're still alive, let alone talking.
And why are you still alive?
Because Dublin managed to convince whatever the fuck that thing was to go and leave us alone.
But before then,
Dean, what exactly do you mean when you say that Allura is the center of all this?
Remember when I said that we banished the genie?
Uh-huh.
Allura accidentally unbanished the genie. Hence why that she has nightmares of hydras.
Right.
I have no idea what's going on.
And you don't need to. Go back to sleep.
Activate unseen servant again.
Okay.
Okay, Dean. I need you to level with me. I need you to tell me on a scale of absolutely fine to there's a Trask about to trample her. How much danger is Allura in?
If Allura were to travel to the ninth layer of hell and hide underneath a bushel tree, 3 Tarasks would still be able to stomp her ass.
So what you're saying is she's as good as dead.
There's trees in hell.
Yeah. They're
Bushel
not pretty.
trees.
They're not pretty.
Well, see, that's where we have a slight complication. Allura doesn't know how to control her special power that she didn't know she had. And because she's made friends, all of you are connected. Hence why they're hunting you all down specifically.
Right.
One of you has possession of one of the books.
Well, it ain't me. I can tell you that right now.
We hadn't figured
But
out which one it is yet because I think they're hiding it.
Could I make a... I don't know. Actually, I'm going to let you tell me what role it would be. I'd like to think back to all of my classmates, as in like Zurin, Altair, Locke, Val, Allura, and I'd like to try and think internally as to who's more likely to hide the fact that they've got a book.
Wouldn't be hard from you.
Okay. I'm going to say that would be a insight check.
Okay. Give me a second.
I fly over and wake up
Dublin, sure.
Dublin. Hey,
Ah! Rock!
wake up.
What is it?
Your friend's trying to accuse one of your other friends.
No, I'm just thinking internally. DM, go ahead and check images in Discord.
Oh no.
Oh, not 20. Okay, so
For a total of 22.
with your nat 20, the ones that come to mind that you could think that might, and I do say might in the broadest of terms, that would hide something like that, would be either Allura herself, not because of the fact that she doesn't want to reveal it, but because she's scared to. It could be Locke, because he's a rogue. It's a habit.
Mhm.
It's a habit. Or it could be Altair, because Altair is all about gaining knowledge in his own way.
Gotcha. Okay.
So one of the
I'm
three
not
of them
gonna.
has it.
I'm not gonna relay any of those 3 names to the dean.
Okay.
Not saying a goddamn word. I'm just gonna look to the dean and say, "Well, sir, if there's a student hiding something as valuable as that in their amongst their person, I'm just gonna say that for the sake of the academy, you're gonna have to pray that they come to the realization of what it is that they are holding, and that they come forth and make it known to you."
Well, see, that's where it gets even more complicated. There are actually 5 other books hidden in the academy, and the only way to find them is to take one of the books to find the others. But the only person that could do that is the person who's in possession of it currently.
Okay.
Bart grabs a lollipop from the headmaster.
So the headmaster hands him a lollipop.
He brings it to Dublin.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest with you, sir. I don't know what it is that you're expecting from me. I'm not going to rat on one of my students.
No,
on one of my classmates.
I'm too chaotic for that shit. I don't care about that. What I want you all to do,
My homework.
I need you guys to find the books.
Right. You
And
need us to put our lives literally at risk of the very thing that landed me in here happening every single day.
Well, it's either that or the entire faculty and student base will die. And that includes you. So either way,
Shouldn't the teachers and heads of school be the ones worried about this book?
well, they're wanting them to go find it because of the fact that the student who found the book is the only one capable of being able to use the book to find the others. And by doing so, if all of the books are found, they can either go and destroy the books themselves, or they could do the chaotic evil thing and come the BBEG.
Ooh.
But
Because knowledge is power.
exactly, that's the whole premise.
Yeah.
But he's
Welcome to school, everybody.
He's basically giving you guys the chance to become the heroes that you came to this school to be.
What if
So
we didn't come to this school to be heroes? What if we just came to complete our credits and go home?
and I suggest you get off your lazy fucking ass and actually do some goddamn work.
Oh my gosh, this teacher telling me not to do my schoolwork.
But you see the bard teacher look to you and says, so what he's trying to say is
You're scared and you want the children to go and do your jobs for you. You understand?
if we could do it ourselves, we would. We can't. We were not the ones who found the book first.
What if the book was turned over to the faculty?
It doesn't work like that.
So the book is attuned to whoever's found it.
Correct. It's kind of like imprinting. The book imprints on somebody, the person who finds it, and it's imprinted on one of your friends.
Not my friends.
Okay. Okay. Dean?
Yep.
When can I get out of this fucking infirmary?
He, you
Not
see him,
holding you hostage.
you see him close his eyes, waits a second, and he opens them back up and looks to you and says, "Another day."
Excellent. I'm assuming all classes are suspended.
You've been suspended from classes for a week.
Yep. Professor Lamore, do you at least know what I'm talking about?
Folks over there laughing at him.
Yes, I know what you're talking about, and the classes in general for the next 24 hours will be suspended.
Next 24 hours, you mean there's a life and death situation across the entire academy and you're only suspending classes for another day?
Would you like to try to get up and walk? See if you can manage to get up.
I'm talking about suspending classes academy-wide. Not just from myself.
Ilya, we just lost half of the student base in a day. What do you
And you're
think?
gonna lose. You're gonna lose them all if we end up losing this fucking quest against these assholes who want these books.
I understand that, Ilya. The classes have already been suspended in order for you guys to heal.
Okay, in that case, do any of my other classmates know about this?
Yes.
I'm assuming that means all of them.
Yes.
Okay.
They were informed to not do anything until you specifically got better, because you were
God
involved.
damn. Okay. Well, shit. Okay.
The bard teacher looks over and says, "Squack, you can leave."
Huh?
Wait, what is your name again? The other professor looks at him and says, "I think his name is Sark." Yep, Sark. I'm sorry. Whatever. You can go
And he's
back.
gone.
You can go back to your.
He is gone.
Squawk. Oh my god.
Yeah, so the bard teacher and Sark
Hate each other.
they don't hate each other, they just don't get along because the bard teacher is being forced to have him in his class and he doesn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
So
don't need to. It's a boring class.
Dublin waddles over to you. Says, "I'm glad you're okay."
I'm gonna give him a smile and I'm gonna try and give him a hug and I'm just gonna say, "Thank you, Dublin."
As you pick him up, he's like really tiny. He's like, and he does that hoot, like he's surprised hoot.
I just give him a hug, put him back down, and I'm just like, "Thank you, Dublin. You're the real hero. You managed to get that jester guy to leave."
He actually looks at you with a sad face now.
No, Dublin, being a hero is a good thing.
He goes, "It is not that. It's how I got him to leave." And then you see as he opens up his wing. I need you to make a perception check.
$18.
There is a branding on his wing.
Dublin, what did you do?
I've been cursed.
Snap my attention to the dean. Fix this.
We tried. That is a
You're the dean of the most premier adventuring academy in the land. You are literally the most arcane gifted person.
I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw for a panic attack because he is about to put you in your place.
16.
You fail.
Have you been are you increasing the DC on this?
No, for this, the DC was increased for this moment, and the DC is a normal, is the same throughout. But in this case, of what he's about to do, you're gonna have a full-on fucking panic attack, and this is probably gonna be one of the worst ones you've had in a long time. You watch as the dean walks up to the edge of your bed. The entire room goes dark, except for the spot that is beaming of light surrounding him. He looks at you and says, "Do you find me as an imbecile, Ilya? I am a high-level magic user, but there's limitations to what I can do. Know your place." And then the room lights back up. Slowly. And you feel the legs underneath the bed have shattered and the bed dropped to where that his very grip holding on to the edge of the bed and yelling at you like that, his sheer force of will broke the bed.
Ilya's just going to turn her head very, very, very slowly towards Dublin. And just bury her face in, like, his shoulder. Silently. Like, dead silent. Just clutching him, not so tightly that it's uncomfortable, but tight enough for Dublin to, like, not be able to, like, get out of it.
Yeah. So... Second. Okay. Headphones were dying. So you watch as he steps away. The bard teacher walks back up and says, "Ilya, we understand your frustrations. We understand that there's a lot going on. We understand all that. Get it. There's only so much that we, even as powerful as we are capable of doing. The dean, albeit, is a little on the wild side, yes. All of us know that. He is a very, I do mean very powerful magic user, and he was incapable, Ilya, of stopping what's been going on and being unable to reverse the curse that has been put on Dublin. So this being that you're about to go on an actual adventure on does scare us, Ilya. It's more powerful than we are. It's a genie. Genies are capable of granting wishes. Do you know what, like, have you ever seen the wish spell being cast? Like, actually seen it in person? It's not so...
Muffled. Lamore's gonna hear. No.
Genies can do that with a snap of a finger as if it was nothing. One of the most powerful spells that we as mortals are able to cast, a genie can do it by snapping their fingers. And we're talking about a genie that is half genie, half hydra. Think of the possibilities that this thing is capable of doing, and it is chaotic evil in nature. We are doing the best that we can, but we are asking you because you and your friends are connected to it, not by something that of anything that you have done wrong, one of you made a simple mistake not knowing what it was and opened a box that they should never have opened. But they didn't know what that box was, and that box contained something that now haunts that person day after day after day. They are having nightmares constantly of this thing. And we, as faculty, ourselves, are scared of this thing. It took
Ilya's gonna
all of
Ilya's gonna
us to capture it.
Ilya's gonna take her head out of Dublin's shoulder, look at Professor Lamore, and just say, "Then forgive me, Professor. I need you to do me one more favor. This is trivial.
Sure.
I need you to relay a message to Allura. Tell her I want to see her alone. No students, no faculty, no medical staff, nothing. Just the two of us. And I want absolute certainty of the fact that no one's going to hear what is going to be said. You give her my word, and you give me your word that either by the time that I leave this infirmary or shortly thereafter, I'm going to have a private audience with my friend."
He looks to you and says, I can arrange that. That's something that is within my power, yes.
Thank you. But for now, it seems like you have a lot to be doing, and standing around talking to me is trivial in comparison to that.
I wish I could say the opposite, but alas, you are correct. I have a lot of paperwork that I now have to do, and I'm not looking forward. I have to figure out what we're going to do by when we lost half of our student body. And I believe that we will keep the school running and hope for the best. But I'm going to make this perfectly clear. The fate of this school and the people who abide in it, in fact, the people of this continent, it all rests on 6 of your shoulders. But you joined this school in order to get to that point. It just so happens that yours came early. When it comes to us, faculty, ours came a little later. And I'm going to give one piece of advice, Ilya. This is not from teacher to student. This is from somebody who has seen a lot, somebody who is just starting their journey. Be careful as to what you say to certain people. It has been 80 years, give or take, since I've seen the dean do what he just. I have not seen him that angry in a long, long, long time.
How far away is the dean?
The dean is like almost to the door. Like he's kind of like getting to the point of where he's about
Excellent.
to leave.
That's all I need to know. I'm gonna cast message. This will be the last thing that Ilya is doing in this instance. I'm gonna cast message on the dean, and just 2 simple words. I'm sorry.
He replies back and says, I know. It's fine. Get some rest. Then he leaves. He two numbskulls. Bert.
Bert and Ernie.
Bert and Ernie. Knowing that you cast what you cast because he's a spellcaster himself and can sense that stuff quite easily at his level,
Mhm.
the professor looks to you and says, "I was very wise, but as you have stated, I must take my leave. Dublin has made it known that he would wish to stay here and make sure that you remain okay. He is going to relay to you what happened with the curse because he said he wanted to do so privately, and we are granting him that wish due to the fact that, albeit a few of us didn't think that he was going to hold up in this school very well, he has become more capable than we realized, and we are quite proud of him.
He's a badass, is what he is.
It's one time, Ilya. You're fucking right. I don't cuss often, but you're fucking right. I'll leave you to it, Dublin. And you watch as he leaves. So Dublin goes to the edge of the bed, squats down, kind of gets comfortable, says, well, it curses kind of weird. It has to do when I get angry.
And we gotta find a way for you to be a badass without getting angry.
Well, it happens when I go into my inner fire now, which makes things complicated. I turn into a owl bear.
An owl bear. Oh.
Yeah, I don't have control. I try to kill now. I don't
Wow.
like bloodshed, but when I go into inner fire, I can't control my animal instincts.
Wow. If it's this inner fire that seems to spark this reaction, then we just need to find you a new ability or a new power that you can tap into. Because if it's just your inner fire that triggers it, you can use anything else and you should be okay.
I hope to try to remove the curse if I can, but if not, I am going to try to learn to control it.
Yeah. Removal's priority number 1. But hey, we got this, right? I mean, come on. You're part of the class. Besides, I think we just got lumped with a hell of an after-school assignment.
It seems like you got your hands full.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure Zurin's gonna be pissed.
Something tells me that by the time I get out of this infirmary, his frustrations will probably be kept to a minimum. I guess he's working through it already.
I certainly hope so. I don't know about the fairy guy though. He seems a little strange to me.
Yeah, he's a real character.
He handed me a lollipop though. Maybe that's a good sign.
I'm sure it is, buddy. I'm sure it is.
Did you see his friend?
No, I didn't see anybody.
I got a small glimpse of him, but he has no face.
No face, huh?
I
Interesting.
think he manifested his friend through unseen servant.
Hey, I'm gonna go out on a crazy paranoid sort of conspiracy theory. Can I make an either arcana or history check, DM?
Yes.
Okay. I need you to tell me if a 17 gives me anything regarding the faceless one.
The faceless one. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
That's very good. Let me pull up the faceless one. It's been a while since I've had to look this up.
Uh-huh. And for the listeners at home, I've just pissed off Zurin.
Okay. So, you think about it for a minute. And not knowing what Dublin saw, don't rightly know if it would fit the bill or not. But it does make a lot of sense.
Interesting. Okay.
And I'm going to add a little bit extra. It might have to do because of where Sark is from.
Oh, okay.
That's the gist of what I'll give to you.
Yeah.
With that role.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, that is where we're going to end the session. Thank you guys so much for listening in. We greatly appreciate it. We hope that you enjoyed this little bonus episode of ours.
Do we want to give Zurin a second to say something? Because he's here.
I will allow him to now that it's technically over.
How dare you?
What, for making a friend?
You have branded my Hedwig, DM.
Yeah, I have branded
Oh,
your
okay.
Hedwig.
Okay, you're angry at him. I thought you were angry at me.
No.
Yeah, so
He will always be my Hedwig, but I will still kill you, DM.
so it's one of those things that, like, had Ilya and Sark not gone down, he wouldn't have got the brand. But the
Oh, so it's our fault.
had it not been for that, it was one of those things that was a 50-50 chance. So if you went down for whatever reason, he was going to get it. But if you didn't go down and you stayed awake, he would not have gotten it because he wouldn't have needed to do anything. But because the two of you went down simultaneously, he made some deals which caused him to get the brand. But now, every time he goes into a rage, instead of using the battle axe, he's going to be using his hands and feet, his claws, because he's an owlbear now. He goes into, unfortunately, owlbear form, which is kind of like a were creature, like a shifter, essentially. And yeah, it's not good for Dublin, but Dublin is still Dublin. It's just the fact of that he now needs to learn to control his animal instincts.
Mm-hmm.
But again,
Great. Now I have to train an animal. Awesome.
yeah, an owlbear in particular.
Awesome. Great. Fantastic. Thanks, DM.
Facts. Thank you guys so much for listening. We greatly appreciate it. We hope that you enjoyed this bonus episode of a Dropouts inspiration. And I will say
That's
this.
why it's called that then. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
You can ask Hacksaw about his subclass after the session if you like. But it has to do with his subclass. And he will be a returning character, so he will make appearances more often than this one. So whenever I need to call upon him, he will make an appearance and help the party out in some way, shape, or fashion.
Great. This is Tony's IRL muffin now.
But we want to thank Hacksaw for joining us tonight and creating this character for this campaign. Thank you, Ilya. And thank you to Dark River Stone for allowing me to create the NPC for him and promote his song through the Bard class. That was something that I kind of thought of at the last minute, and hopefully, and we kind of talked about it a little bit while I was asking him if I could use his song and create an NPC based off of him. He will be joining us for the next campaign once Adventuring High and our other one that is our main campaign is over with. I am looking very much forward to that campaign. That is going to be my baby. That is going to be the one that hopefully
Me and Mayhem destroy.
well, I hope not, but it's
Not
going to be fun.
intentionally.
Say what?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. But thank you guys so much. We will catch you in the next episode. We will be back on Sunday, and hopefully I don't sleep through the morning so that I don't miss the first stream, because I did that this morning and I'm regretful of it, but I did have a nice little nap. But we'll see you guys next Sunday.